Goodness, it is an absolutely dank, grey, drizzly day where I am in the UK. It's about 11:45. I've just made a coffee, so do go and make yourself one. I'd say Barry would get you one, but he's on an extended holiday. If you're new here, my name's Ashley. This is Paper and Twine, and I'm going to come on with a little bit of a different video today. I'm going to talk to you about my goals for September. As it's the start of a new month, it's the start of a new academic year, I thought I'd do like a September reset and maybe review what August was like. But before I do that, I've got some lovely surprise happy mail to share with you. So the first thing I want to share is recently I entered Christine of Christine's Cards and Things. She set a challenge. Her brother was 75 in August. I think it was August the 18th. I'm not sure. Or was it 15th? Anyway, she asked her subscribers. I've got this stencil. No, I haven't. No, I haven't got this stencil. Christine used this on my birthday card. I've just realised. Anyway. Oh, I'm going off on one already. It's going to be one of those videos, guys. Yes, Christine asked her subscribers if they would make a birthday card for her brother Tim, who was 75 in August, and I joined in because I thought it was a lovely, lovely idea. And she says, "Dear Ashley, thank you so much for entering my giveaway. Here's a little something for you, Crafty Hugs Christine." And then Tim has actually signed it as well. "Thank you for making me such a lovely card for my 75th, Tim." And here, very typical of Christine, lots of layering, lots of collage, ephemera and stuff. I love this little lady here. Bright, lovely yellow. The yellow and the pink together is really nice, isn't it? So thank you for that, Christine. And she also just put together a little origami envelope with some little bits and pieces in. So I had these. They're hunky-dory, I think, aren't they? Are they hunky-dory? Yeah, so there's that. It's a really sweet little envelope stuck down with a sticker. And then there's some little, I think these are stickers. Those aren't. That's quite cute, isn't it? Those are little stickers. So thank you very much for that, Christine. And then, oh my goodness, this is smelling out my craft room. It is just such a beautiful smell. This was completely unexpected and has brought a tear to my eye. So one of my subscribers, the lovely Judith Norfolk, has sent me this little package of things. Gorgeous card. I think she has remembered that I've said in the past that I love hairs. I love this. It is so beautiful. It's Brown Hair by Beverly Madley, and this supports the British Red Cross. Beautiful. And she says, "Hi Ashley, watching your recent videos, I really felt for you. You have been having a tough time, have been so strong." That's really kind of you to say, but I don't feel like I have been a bit of a whinger monger, haven't I? "I watch all of your posts, always like, but rarely comment. And please, you know, if you just give a thumbs up, it really, really does help me, guys. I'm sending you a little package for you to pamper yourself a little. I feel we are friends, even though we have never met." It's the same, Judith. You are a stalwart of my channel, and I really appreciate it. "I'm doing okay right now. I'm off on a coach holiday to Llandudno and Portmeirion, a much needed break." And yes, poor Judith has her own struggles in life, and yes, I hope that you really enjoy your well-deserved holiday, and that card is beautiful. But what we've got is some pampering things, a foot pack. I might do that tonight, you know, before I go back to school. And this, You Are Flamazing hair sheet mask. Need to look at that. Maybe not do that tonight, but maybe tomorrow. Because I like to wash my hair during the day. I don't like to wash my hair at night because the way I sleep, it'll just look messy. But that may be something to do very soon. I'm definitely going to do the foot thing, I think. This feels nice. Gold and Marine Collagen Rejuvenating Hydrogel Mask. I definitely need that. And I can feel, I can feel the gel in that moving along. But there's something that smells absolutely beautiful. I think it's these. Or maybe not. Don't know, just the whole thing smells lovely. But I've got little scented sachets to put in my drawers, which would be lovely. Midnight Blooms eliminates odours. So I should put those in my knicker drawer, I think. One in my knicker drawer and perhaps one in my sock drawer. This looks lovely. I'm going to hide this from myself though, because I do not, well, you'll see in my goals, but that's going to be something to aim towards. So that's going to be hidden. And then this, I'm looking forward to trying this. It is softening hand cream with vitamin E. Let's have a look and have a little go with it. From a brand called Crichton's that I've not heard of. Let's put a little bit on and see what we think of it. Oh, it smells nice, very coconutty, and I do love the smell of coconut. Makes me think of suntan oil. Really like that. Oh, nice. So Judith, thank you so much for that. Unexpected things are always the nicest things, aren't they? And then finally, ages ago, Dee Dee's Crafts niece asked me if I would knit her 3 pairs of socks and what would I charge, etc. So I told her, and she'd seen some socks that I'd knitted and really liked them. So I said, yes, you know, this is what I would charge. Anyway, I didn't hear anything else from her. And then obviously I've had my surgery and everything. And anyway, this arrived last week. And she said, it says, sorry for the delay, misplaced the wool, lol. Yes, I've done that. So just get that off there. But I'm just waiting on confirmation of what size I've got to do each pair of socks. But look at this lovely card that she's made. This kind of Chinese, Japanese. Is it Chinese or Japanese? Japanese, I think, isn't it? With the pagoda and the cherry blossom. Beautiful shade of blue. And it just says, Dear Ashley, thank you so much for doing my socks. I've enclosed little gifts as a thank you. Also, thanking you for your channels. I love them both. Hope they will be useful to you. The little gifts, and then she just goes on to say how is she going to pay me. So gosh, that's a really heavy card, that is. But let me show you the yarn first. So we've got these two. It's the same yarn that I used to knit the socks for Kaz, and who else? There was somebody else got a pair of socks as well, and I can't remember. But yes, lovely. So we've got the blue. I think they might be for her, I'm not sure. We've got the grey. I think these are for her husband. And if you are a knitter, Drops yarn is amazingly good value. And this is super washable. I think it's 75% merino, 25% nylon. But you need 2 balls for a pair of socks. So, yeah, 75% wool, 25% polyamide. So we've got those 2 colours going on. Just move out of the way. I've just bought some Drops alpaca to knit a little dormouse from my yarn bombing event. And it's 100% alpaca and it is so cheap. And then this is a rather lovely colour, isn't it? So obviously I will keep you up to speed with the progress of these. But then she's given me some extras. And obviously everything that you order from the Wool Warehouse comes in one of these organza bags. You can opt to not have them because obviously I think this organza is not very good for the environment. It's basically plastic, isn't it? But they are, I think this is better than wrapping it in cellophane, because at least you can use these bags for something, and I do use them. So we have got a whole host of stitch markers. Look at these, really lovely for summer and autumn, with bees and flowers, and they'll be good for some of my bigger projects. I love that little bee there. And then we've got this, oh, this one's all got, so this is from a company called Bees. Sorry for the rustling. Oh, look, this is so cute. These are all different sheep. I love these. That one I think is my favourite. Oh, that one. Those are so cute. And I haven't got any that are this shape. Let's see how well they work. Because I like the little ones from Elderflower Stitches, but they sometimes get caught on your stitches. So it'd be interesting to see how these fare up, but those are lovely. So you didn't have to do this. I mean, you're paying me for them, you know. Denise. You don't have to give me things as well, but it's very much appreciated. So we've got those. These are Mahusive. Oh, stuck. Sorry for the rustling. There's loads in here. These are made out of some kind of polymer clay. And we've got hedgehogs. Don't know what kind of birds those are supposed to be. Foxes, squirrels. Is it an owl? I don't know. These mushrooms are nice. And you know, you don't even have to use these as stitch markers. I might incorporate these into a tag or some paper crafting or something, because they are quite heavy for the light work that I do. But that is so kind of you, Denise, and they're so cute. And then finally, I won't get them out, we've got these needle stoppers, which are so useful. So these would be really useful for my socks, actually. I didn't even know until a few months ago when I was watching other knitting podcasters that these were a thing. And these are cute little paws, little cat paws, which are so lovely. And yeah, it'd be brilliant. I'll be able to, so I'm going to knit Denise's socks in the round on 4 double pointed needles. So I'll be able to put the ends, 4 ends in there and 4 ends in there. Those are so kind. Thank you so much, ladies. I am overwhelmed by your kindness and generosity. Let's go and have a look and see what my September goals are now. So thanks once again to those people for their lovely, thoughtful gifts. And Denise, I'll try and get on those socks as soon as possible. And also I want to mention a huge thank you to Mary Collier and Claire Adams, who both gave me a super thanks on my last weekly vlog. It is very much appreciated. If you'd like to support me in any small way, you can donate any amount of money, and it just helps me send happy mail out. It helps me bring content to you. It helps fund my Tim Holtz habit, where I can share things with you. But there is absolutely no obligation. But thanks once again to those people. I might do a video on how much I've earned on YouTube. You would be surprised. It is hardly anything, and I think it's coming up for 2 years since I've been monetized on this channel. I think it was September 2022, towards the end of September. I'll have to go back and check, but in all that time I've had 2 paychecks, I think in total about £150. It's because I don't get the views, but I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it to hopefully provide you guys with a bit of value in terms of the content that I create. And I appreciate, one of the reasons that I probably haven't grown hugely on YouTube is that I haven't got a niche. I do everything. I'm jack of all trades and master of none. I don't make particularly interesting videos. I don't make particularly good videos. I think I'm a little bit better at camera work than I was looking back in the day, back in the day. And I think I'm much more comfortable on camera. If you go back and see my Meet Paper and Twine video, which was January the 2nd, I think, 2021, was it? Yes. I was quite awkward then, but I am a performer, so I should be all right making videos to camera, shouldn't I? Anyway, enough of the drivel. I need this coffee. I didn't sleep very well last night. I don't know what it was. I fell asleep quite quickly, but then I woke up. I woke up at about 10 to 1, and I was good. I picked my book up, and then I got myself some more water. I drank a big glass of water. I think I went to the loo about 3:10, probably drinking all that water. And then I picked my book up again, and then I was awake again at 6, and I could have got up then, but I thought, no, I've not had enough sleep. I did read about 100 pages of my book. I'm reading quite a nice book at the moment, and I'm completely off topic. Oh, if you're new here, this is what I'm like. I go off on topic, but yeah, it's quite an easy book. It's set in Ireland and the Gulf, the Emirates. It flips between the two places, and it helps that, I mean, it's a 600-page book, but it helps that the print is quite big and there's a big margin around the text on each page. So I only started it last week, and I've read a good good half, over half of it already, and it's very easy to read. There's no brain power required at all. But yes, then I didn't wake up until 25 to 10. And Mr. Paper&Twine hadn't set an alarm, so we were both fast asleep, and the cat hadn't bothered me. If you're new here again, I've got a cat called Blue, and she quite often makes an appearance on these videos. Anyway, to the point of the video, too much drivel. Yes, so I thought, with it being a new academic year and almost the start of a new month, I would do a monthly reset. So this is what I'm calling a September reset, and it's some goals I'm going to set myself, and I've got 6. I thought if I did any more than that, it would be a little bit overwhelming, and I think I am suffering from overwhelm in all kinds of areas of my life. I'm worried about going back to work tomorrow, but I haven't got to do anything. It's a training day. I'll probably get my new timetable. I hope it's a nice one. I hope I'm with the student that I requested to be with, and actually he requested that I was with him for the 3 days a week I'm going to be working. I've got theatre train on Saturday I'm starting, and I haven't planned my lesson for that. And back in the day, we used to have to follow a really strict curriculum, but with COVID and everything, things got a little bit relaxed. Before COVID, the artistic director of the company used to send a letter to creatives every week, or an email to creatives, that's what we're called, not teachers, every week, saying this is what I want you to do as a warm-up, or this is what I want you to focus on. And we haven't had that for a couple of years, but he's going back to that, and yeah, so I've got to sit and plan. Oh yes, anyway, let's get on with the goals. So I'm going to put my glasses on because I can't see. Vanity. Oh, and that comes to one of my goals. There. I can see you now, hello. Right, so I am going to, in September, cut down on alcohol. I was aiming for a sober September, but I think that's too much for me. So I'm going to aim to cut down in the week. Don't need to drink every day. I drink every day, I have a glass of wine every day, and I know it's a habit. And it's not doing me any good. It's not good for the skin, it's not good for your eyes, it's not good for your liver, and I have got a damaged kidney. It's not good for my kidney, so I need to, so I'm cutting down on the alcohol, and Mr. Paper&Twine is going to try and help me in that by cutting down as well, because this is where my FOMO kicks in, and maybe this should have been a goal, is to work on my FOMO. If he has something, I want it. So I'm going to cut down on my alcohol intake. I am going to, for the remainder of this month, cut out processed sugar. And what I mean by that, I'm not going to buy any cakes, any sweets, any biscuits. I'm not going to eat anything like that for the remainder of this month. So I've got 29 days left. And I'm hoping that that will make a difference to how I feel. I think I've alluded in a couple of videos that I've been very sluggish, and I think I am a sugar addict, and it is apparently as addictive, or no, it's as addictive as things like cocaine, I'm led to believe, and is very damaging to our brain. I'm going to try and afford a haircut. Now, for those of you again that are new here, I work in a school. I'm a teaching assistant. I did used to be a middle manager in a school. I was a teacher and I ran a department. I was in charge of a certain aspect of school management, and I earned quite a lot of money. I'm now employed as a teaching assistant by an agency, and I work at a particular school that I used to actually work at as a teacher. But I don't get paid if I'm sick, and I don't get paid for holidays. That's the downside of being agency staff. One of the plus sides is that I can take the odd day off here and there, but again, I don't get paid. Basically, if I don't work, I don't get paid. So I haven't earned any money since about the 26th of July, something like that. So I've gone all this time without any money, and have I been profligate. I bought some clothes that Pete gave me some money for. I've bought some crafting supplies, I've bought yarn, I've been to a couple of yarn shows. Bad. So I am going to try and afford a haircut. Now, whether that's going to be a colour or not, I don't know. I do want it coloured. I don't think I can afford to have it pink again, but I think I am going to go blonde again, because it's all coming out now. And if you see the back of my hair, yeah, you can really see where the colour is fading out. So I think I'm going to continue growing it, see what my hairdresser says, but definitely try and afford to have my hair cut before the end of the month, or at least save towards it. Now you might think, oh, you can go anywhere and, you know, it doesn't have to cost that much, but I like going to the salon that I go to. I have a lot of respect for the owner. She's called Rebecca, and my hairdresser Kat. She's a similar age to me. We get on very well. She's had similar struggles to me in that she's also had breast cancer, and knows what it's like to have hair loss and thinning hair after chemo. I've got male pattern baldness at the back of my crown, back of my head, which I'm very self-conscious about. And one of the things that she said to me was, keep your hair light in colour and it will help disguise the fact that there's not much hair there. Anyway, I'm going to try and afford a haircut. One of the other things I'm going to try and do, and that's, I've set the wheels in motion for that. We've got some friends that have the most beautiful property in Cornwall, and they class us as family. We're not blood relatives, but our families go back decades. My grandma was best friends with this lady's mum, and anyway, they live in Cornwall and have the most wonderful property. And so, you know, anytime you can come and stay. They do run it as a business that used to be a B&B, and they've got lodges in the grounds of their property that they rent out for holidays. But, you know, we can stay in the house at no cost. There's an annex that is attached to the house that we can stay in, and I'm aiming to take my dad there. So I'm waiting to hear back from my friend whether we can take him this particular weekend. The idea would be that we go and pick Dad up after I finish work on the Saturday and stay a few days. It would mean taking a day off school, which might not go down very well, but that's the benefits of being agency. And it is, you know, for my dad. My dad's quite sad, I think. He's quite lonely, and I'd like to take him to see these friends of ours, and it should be quite a nice time later this month. My fourth goal, gosh, I've been on ages already. My fourth goal is to worry less about my appearance. So I've blown that already, haven't I? Because I've come on to camera, I haven't got my contact lenses in, and I can't see you. Is anybody there? My eyesight is so bad. That, you know, I've come on. I didn't want to wear my glasses because I don't think they suit me. I think they make me look fuddy-duddy, but it doesn't matter, does it? It really, for goodness sake, you know, I'm 60 next year. Should it really matter what I look like? Nobody cares what I look like. I care too much what I look like, and I need to stop that. It doesn't matter. But hand in hand with that, I think, is I've got this sense of, as I'm getting older, I'm becoming more invisible, you know. In here, I'm sorry if my microphone's bashing you, in my heart, I don't feel that I'm heading towards being 60. I still feel 16, 17. My children say that I'm very young at heart, which I'm grateful for. But a lot of the people I work with at school are very young, and I think they look upon me as somebody who's mumsy. Yeah, I don't know, and I don't want to be invisible. I want to live my life kicking and screaming. Really, maybe that's part of being a performer. I want to be centre stage. I want to be seen. I want to be noticed. This is very honest, but anyway, I am going to worry less about what I look like. I'm really hot in this dress. And then the final goal for September is to try and get back into better financial habits. Oh, there's a big magpie just landed. Yeah, try to get back to better financial habits. I have just spent so much money during the summer holidays on things that I don't need. I've spent money on things that I want. I didn't need anything that I've bought. And yeah, I've spent a lot of money. And so I am going to try and get back into it. Well, I am going to sit down and work out a budget. Now, excitingly, Mr. Paper&Twine is looking at buying me a car. I did have a car, and in fact it's sitting on the drive rotting away, and it's a beautiful sports car, but it's broken. It is quite badly broken, and it needs to be gone off the drive. It can be repaired for somebody else. I wouldn't be confident driving it, but he has seen a car that he thinks he might buy for me, and that will give me a little bit more freedom. Although I have to say, I'm really lucky where I live. There is a bus that comes through my estate that goes into town every half an hour. Well, there's two. They're two different buses that do slightly different routes, but they're every half an hour. And then 10 minutes walk away, there's a bus, a different bus into town that's every 20 minutes, I want to say. So I can do that, and I can walk into town. Wouldn't want to do today in the drizzle, although it's not cold. But I would like to go a little bit further afield. I'd like to, go a bit exploring on my days off, take you with me. Yeah, so that is quite exciting. But I am currently, although my car is sawned, I am still paying my car insurance so that I keep my no claims and all that kind of thing. I haven't cancelled that. So I do still pay my own car insurance, but I'm not paying any road tax at the moment. And obviously I'm not paying any fuel. But I'm hoping with that extra day a week, it'll be about £350 a month extra during term time that I'll have. So I'm reckoning £100 to run the car, and then if I can save £200 out of that extra, I think that'd be quite a good habit to get into. So those are my goals. Let me know what you think, and I will be back soon. I'm not sure. I think my cogs tag is going up tomorrow, so I will be back with that. Oh, and I might have other exciting news about tags as well. Anyway, do please share, like, subscribe, and I appreciate not everybody can afford to give super thanks. Everybody's struggling with money, aren't they, at this time of the year and everything. And if you're a parent and you've got kids going back to school, you've had to buy all their new school shoes and school uniforms and all their school supplies. I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore. But if you can't afford to donate, and I don't expect anybody to, please just give a thumbs up, because that really, really does help me. Do take care, and I'll be back soon. Bye now.